Welcome. So I have fun news. I got the Power of Love activation cards yesterday, and this is the first reading for the event I'm doing. It might be posted elsewhere too, but definitely be in the Halloween event involving that deck. So I'm super excited about that. We had a flying card from that deck show up. I'm going to show it to all of you. And this is also going to be a chime reading. Whoops. I'm going to try to show it to all of you. Is there glare? It's empathy. And it says, you feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. It's a very intuitive time. I know the sun's still in Libra as I'm recording this, but autumn is connected to the element of water, and planets start moving into the water sign Scorpio, and intuition, water, very connected, very intuitive time the autumn is. So this is an autumn love reading, and without further ado, I'm going to tell you what else I have for love readings and get you selecting a pile. So the event has the 5 elemental star reading for love. The year-round menu has 2 or 3 options for love specific readings. And the Christmas event that's coming up will have some more love reading options as well. So here's the love heart. I know the board is perhaps not the most love focused, but I like the board a lot. And okay, a little bit of spooky fact, knowledge, trivia here. Information. It's not very trivial, actually. It definitely pertains to what we're doing. My boo, I'm not sure if, where's the angle? There we go. I'm not sure if you caught the video with the boo piece or not, but I used it in another video, and it slid its way into this board I made for the chimes. So it's going to be a part of our reading as well this autumn. This autumn love, we have back here pile 1, then we have pile 2, and then we have pile 3. There's a timestamp, so you can skip ahead to your pile if you are not choosing pile 1. For those of you who are choosing pile 1, here comes your reading. Okay. Some of you either are a fire sign or you could be dealing with a fire sign energy. We have the sign of Sagittarius here. We also have fire reversed. So I feel like somebody is holding themselves back from their passion, but there's intent to it. There's a reason to it. The romance angels say very soon. But there could also be a blockage here with fire energy, frustration, aggravation, and just like behaving in a way that's, I don't know. It could either be too aggressive or it could be that somebody's feeling sort of listless and like their personal energy has been drained or taken advantage of. We have willingness coming up, and it says you are able to compromise if the end result is love. And the vampire deck gave you the 7 of major arcana, the wagon, and the 7 of holy water reversed. Showing it to you right side up, but it showed up reversed. So we have major arcana card, the wagon. That would be the chariot in traditional tarot, keywords are direction, receptivity, and movement. So for some of you, there's been like a lack of movement in your love life, and that's changing. Okay, that can be changing very soon. You have this beautiful Sagittarius energy here. That could be talking about a time period when you're going to get into a new relationship, or a relationship is going to evolve to the next level. Could be when the sun is in Sagittarius. You can look that up. Or new moon in Sagittarius. Perhaps full moon in Sagittarius for some. But the energy of this itself is an energy of liberation and free-spiritedness, of action and activity, things happening, adventure. Okay, and then we have the wagon card, which is, it's about the same thing too. It's about finding direction and getting things moving. So some of you, Spirit is asking you to get in touch with your heart and your mind and kind of focus in and get clear, maybe do some journaling, but really get clear with yourself about what it is that you want out of love and love relationship, and going forward, what do you want out of 2020? What do you want out of the first part of 2020? What do you want out of the rest of the year? What do you want for yourself in love and romance? Okay. And I don't think that it's going to need to take as long as some of you are thinking that it's going to need to take for whatever you want to come to you, to find you. All right, we have the 7 of holy water that showed up reversed for us. So we've got a little bit of water mixed in here with that very fiery energy from the zodiac deck. The 7 reversed indicates confusion and diversion, being maybe pulled away from love, away from focusing on your heart, away from clarity about what you want in a loving relationship, what you deserve in the love area of your life. You've been distracted, maybe focusing on other goals, other priorities. Or there could have been some obstacles that occurred, some challenges, some confusion. Yeah, somebody has some confusion and they've put like a pause button on something, on a relationship or pursuing a relationship or getting to know somebody better. And themselves, it could be yourself and your self-love and remembering that you're worth having your heartfelt desires actualized. Well, now we moved on to the part of the reading where there's chimes. So I've got my big black bag here. I'm going to reach in and grab your chimes for you now and throw them out on the board. Okay, everything kind of went into the center. And in the center of the board, we have harvest. Harvest season being represented and going to claim what's ours. We have a sunflower, abundance, prosperity, joy, happiness. We have a paper airplane. So there could be some travel. There could be a flight involved even. What does it say on the paper airplane? It's the contemplate. Okay. It says mental note contemplate. We have, I love that we have these. We have four messages. Very cool. And we have monkey from the Chinese zodiac. So if you do a quick search, a quick Google search, you may be able to find monkey ears into the past and into the future. And somebody could be, that could be their sign. Okay, so happy little frog. It says, everyone needs a little frog to be a lucky guide, to sometimes take a leap of faith, and to sit joyfully by our side. Just keep this little frog nearby, and this I know is true. Happiness and lots of good luck will surely come to you. This is so cute, and it touches me. Like, it could be one of your spirit guides. It touches me, and gives me the message about how it's safe for movement to occur in your love life and in your life. It's safe for you to move forward. It's safe for you to, hop around, to leap around a bit. So that's really, it's bringing me into Cheerful Little Mouse. It's a movement of activity and energy, the way that I'm reading it. And it's definitely connected in with one of these other cards, I think. One or more of these other cards. So, Cheerful Little Mouse. I may be little, but I'll tell you this. I'm here to bring you lots of happiness. I'll sit by your side, as cheerful as can be. I'm here to remind you, you've got a friend in me. So the person that you're seeking, if you're seeking to be with a specific person or a specific type of person, have a certain type of relationship, what you're seeking is somebody that is a friend to you as well, I think. Or this could be talking about platonic love and talking about a friendship. But I think, when it comes to those of you who are looking at what's happening for romance and not platonic relationships, you're looking for somebody who makes you happy and is a true friend to you as well. And that could be what the other person is looking for too. It says, pumpkin seeds of thought. Be unique and stand out wherever you go. Spread seeds of joy with everyone you know. As you grow and ripen, patch things up and try to remember, when life gives you pumpkins, make pumpkin pie. Alright, so here it's talking about you have to give love to the world to get love back in return from it. And it's encouraging you to go ahead and be active and give love to the world. And when challenges and what comes back to you immediately doesn't feel like love in return, to make the most of it, right? To use your creative energy and turn it into something positive, something delicious. Pumpkin seeds. All right, the last one for you says, lucky turtle. It takes a bit of luck, you see, to win at any lottery. This little turtle can help you find the prize you've always had in mind. Use it to gently scratch and reveal numbers that will make you squeal. Keep in a pocket, purse, or key ring too. This little turtle brings good luck to you. So this is a tag for a lucky turtle scratcher. The scratchers that you use trying to win the lottery or on scratch tickets trying to scratch off for the numbers or symbols on scratch tickets. This, to me, the energy I'm picking up holding this is that there's a bit of risk involved in your heart and sharing your heart and moving forward in your love life, but there's always a bit of risk involved. And what if you win? For some of you too, you may be thinking about your finances, and there might be a financial connection to it. Like maybe your finances are disorganized, and so you're not in alignment to be in the sort of relationship that you're wanting to magnetize to yourself. There's good luck with this tag too, though. It says use it gently. Okay, use it gently, and there's great rewards. So there's a reminder here too of being gentle in love and using wisdom and maturity. That's what I pick up off from it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your reading. It's time for me now to move on to pile 2. Maybe we'll talk later. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 2. Just give me one moment. I'm putting pile 1's chimes back in their bag. Alright, and your cards are right here. Okay, you have Scorpio reverse, Leo, The vampires, Knight of Garlic Flowers. Some of you might be an earth sign, or your person, your connections might involve an earth sign. Seven of Garlics reversed as well. Retreat. Okay. Vision. Okay, you have vision. No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. What I'm feeling off these cards from you, I'm gonna duck in here and look at my, all right, Seven of Garlic Flowers reversed. Yeah, okay, so this card talks about a lack of rewards or results and distractions. So what I'm getting off these cards related to you and your love situation is that you've had some blockages or some balances with this 8th house Scorpio energy related to your power and feeling empowered, related to secrets, insecurities, change in your relationship to change and transformation yourself. Could be sexual union to deep connection, and it's gonna get better. It's just like a short cycle, a short phase. It's gonna get better as planets start moving more and more into Scorpio. It's gonna get healed up. And your inner child is helping you out a lot, and this Leo energy is helping you out a lot to have more fun. There's more fun coming into your life, and as you allow yourself to have more fun and to laugh and to have joy and play in your life, things clear up and you start seeing the truth of things, the higher truth of things. Here we go. Vision. No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. That the universe is loving and just, but where you've been focusing is on lack. You've been distracting yourself from the love that you could have more fully in your life, and just maybe prioritizing other things, or you were going through some sort of, it was part of some sort of personal cycle that you were going through. We have the Knight of Garlic Flowers. So again, this could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your life, or could be talking about you. But this talks about the practical things. I'm going to look in the book for it too, of course. I'm not going to just dance around that. We will get to that page and do that. From the Romance Angels, you have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So I mean, ultimately, I think there's some shadow work that you're going through, or it could be the other person is going through instead of you, or it could be that the both of you are going through it. There's some, like, personal shadow work stuff, reflection that you're going through, or that you're going to need to go through in order to feel grounded enough to allow yourself to have what you want in love. And to receive it, to allow yourself to receive it. So it's the Knight, and it came up right side up. Same page. There we go. Yeah, this is action, and this is movement. It talks about stability too. So it could be that you're looking for somebody who is a stable, mature person. Could be that you yourself need to feel like you are stable in some way, shape, or form. You don't want to build something fake on shaky ground. That's clear. With Scorpio showing up reversed like that, that's clear. You don't want to. You would have rather, some of you at least, would have rather have dived into the ocean, taken that deep dive, and just kept going down further and further and further to get to the root cause of it, to get to the bottom of things, and to do it correctly so that you had a solid foundation for something. I don't think that you're in it for, I mean, like, you want to have fun, you want to have fun, and there's an element of playfulness here. There could be children involved as well, but you're looking at the big picture, and you want the real thing. You don't want some cheap, silly little game from your subconscious, or, externally from somebody else. You don't want to put up with that. And so taking some time for yourself definitely is coming up in advice here. Time to relax, time to ground yourself, time to heal and love yourself, and just reflect and get a new perspective perhaps on things, or to let your vision evolve and clear up. I see like fog, like a fog and like haze, and you're straining to see and to understand what's beyond the fog. And the reading saying like, don't just relax and wait for it to pass. It's going to pass soon. You're going to see things differently or more clearly. Let's look at the chimes. Let's look at your chimes. All right, so here I've got black bag, and I'm just going to move my hand around in here a little while and pull out some chimes for you. Wow, okay, get a lot. Halloween is definitely coming up. It says now is the time to start listening on the part of the board that the Halloween, what is this, like rope chimes, this big thing here, fell on, and fell along with the turtle. So you could have a turtle spirit guide, you or your partner, or a person that you fancy, you have a crush on, your persons, whatever the case may be. But the turtle also, to me, represents the ancients, the ancient ones, the ancients, and wisdom and patience. Okay, definitely represents patience. This is also falling on the part of the board that talks about harvest. So I feel like some good things are coming to you in the love department. Some lovely things are coming to you on Halloween itself, around Halloween, because of Halloween, in relation to Halloween. Yeah, there's a conversation here, perhaps. You're having a conversation either with yourself or with somebody else. Somebody else could be telling you you're amazing, why they think you're amazing, how they feel about you. Or it could be that you want to share this with somebody else and you're doing so. But right around Halloween, they could even be sharing it, how they feel about you more publicly, like with your friends or your family, vice versa. Because we have this jack-o'-lantern landing right on the part of the board where there's a man in a suit and tie standing up at a podium speaking. He's giving a speech. So somebody could have like written a letter to somebody else, and they're going to share it at a Halloween party or on Halloween. Be careful, because this "you are amazing because" card, it fell there. Okay, so I think that's part of the story. But it also fell on the part of the board with the license plates and two men playing chess. So representing strategy and competition in a game. So somebody could be a bit of a player and flirting with you. It could be somebody from like another area, or you could be doing some traveling somewhere, and that kind of thing, or they could have traveled here to you. But that being said, that's just a part of it. I see, there's also earplugs there. There's a bat, so this is apt to happen at night, or a bat spirit guide may be involved. And we have the sage wand here. So I think if there's some negativity going on, or you smell that somebody is just telling you you're amazing and awesome, but they have ulterior motives that you're not down with, it's selective hearing and like choosing to listen to your higher self and like not picking up negativity, not letting any negativity get the best of you, because it could be somebody being kind of like jealous or drunk or nasty to you as well at a party or some gathering. We have X, like X marks the spot, falling on the license plates. So I do think somebody's doing some traveling, or somebody's from like a different area. There's maybe a long distance romance going on here, or flirtation going on here. Maybe you just need to get some air, get some space, as part of your self-love, self-care. We have a ghost falling on the part of the board where there's music, and it kind of represents Scorpio. It's got two people scuba diving, and they're at the bottom. The still waters run deep. Like, they're at the bottom of it. So it also represents shadow work and getting to the bottom of mysteries or secrets, or there's like magical different perspective to it. What other chimes do we have, if any, here? Frankenstein. Okay. We have Frankenstein on the part of the board that says now is the time to start listening. So that could be some sort of personal sign that, you intuitively understand later on. I do feel for some of you, there's an element here of suppressing your inner demons and kind of not listening to them. And because you're not doing that, you're not able to create change. Like, that's where the stagnation is. You're like blocking out messages of honesty from yourself. It could be about somebody that you've been crushing on or in a relationship with that really isn't good for you. But it could also be things like saying that you're not good enough, or you're ugly, or that kind of thing. Okay. So the sage is powerful. Talks about cleansing. And if you want to take that on a literal level, it might not be a bad idea to do some saging of yourself, your body, your aura, make a ritual out of it. I do feel like some of you may be connecting with your ancestors, the Scorpio season type thing. Some of you might have some involvement with an ex, right? With the ghost showing up here. But this is deep. If you want an extended reading, you want to get a second love reading, looking at autumn, or there's several different options and ways we can do that. Just message me and let me know. I'm now going to move on to pile 3. So thanks for joining me, and maybe we'll talk later. Pile 3. Bear with me just a moment. Thank you. I am just cleaning up the chimes from the last reading. So let's see what you have for cards, pile 3. Welcome. Jupiter. Awesome. Love that. What a great way to start off your reading. Jupiter is expansion and benevolence and good fortune and blessings. You have Capricorn. Cool. Okay. Virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. So you know that you're cool. Like, you know that you're cool. You know that you have certain things going on for you. You know your worth. You know that you have worth. And you know that you've worked hard for what you have. You've overcome things. You've worked on your character. You've worked on yourself. Some of you, I feel like you have a strong understanding of what your life purpose is, and you're a loving person, and it could involve your career, what you do for work, or it could be what you do off the clock, or when you're not at work, something that you're building for yourself. It could also be that you want to build something happy and expansive life, because we have past life relationships as well. Okay, it says you have known each other before. But I'm also getting off from this card in this reading that you've known past patterns before in relationships, in your love life, with yourself. And you've made the effort to do the work to overcome them and to see new territory, new lights, new ways that love can manifest. We have the King of Knives showing up reversed from the Vampire deck, and the Six of Garlic Flowers. So I'm going to look at those. We have some pages to go. This talks about generosity. Six of Garlic Flowers. Knives would be swords. And it's showing up reversed. There we go. Okay, so this can represent somebody wanting to put the brakes on a relationship, or that you might have to fight to get somebody's attention. So if you have a crush situation, or you're in a relationship situation where that's going on, that might be something that you sort of want to flush down the toilet. You're like, I've done this before and I don't want to do it again. Some of you might have a crush on somebody new, or those of you who are single. Where's that card? There it is. You might have certain worries and apprehensions about getting into a relationship because you're happy with what you have in a way, and you're aware of the practicalities, and you understand that sometimes getting in partnerships bring certain complications into it. You know, certain complications, having to make time for the other person, or misunderstandings occurring and things like that. I don't know. Okay, so we have this past life relationship thing. You have known each other before showing up. This could be talking about twin flames and soulmates for some people listening. Okay, some people, we have air signs being represented with the King of Knives. We have Capricorn, and we have Sagittarius. So for some of you, it could be Sagittarius, Capricorn, or an air sign. For some of you, the message is that whatever you're wanting, like, it's progressing, it's coming. This could be referring to Sagittarius season, which is right after Scorpio season. So the personal planets, it varies a little when they go into each sign, each constellation. You should check your Jupiter signs. Somebody, that message is there. Like, check you and your partners, or whoever you're interested in, Jupiter sign, if you're into that. Where was Jupiter for them? Because you may be wanting to grow and build something with this person, and having that deeper information and knowledge, it can assist you in your planning and what you're doing, strategizing. The chimes are going to be interesting to add to this, see how it clarifies and narrows things down. But I am picking up on the energy of like a soulmate, possibly a twin flame, and you're serious. you're serious about having success and achieving success. And you have the virtue card here. You understand love. You understand how to give and receive love. You're growing. Hopefully the other person's growing as well. There's growing through an expansion, through love, through generosity. Capricorn season, let's see, Sagittarius seasons, like around Thanksgiving time. You can look them up, and Capricorn holds Christmas. Okay, so when the sun is in Sagittarius, we have Thanksgiving. When the sun is in Capricorn, we have Christmas. So it could be saying over the holidays, things may progress in some way. There may be some sort of change, greater understanding, something that you're specifically wanting to know, like, will I get in a relationship with this person? Will we move in together? Will, there's the abundance of questions that you could be asking. I'm not going to go into too much more, not at all more. This King of Knives is bothering me. Something about this is really bothering me. Let me look into it a little bit more, because I was just looking at it for love, but let's look at it generally as well. It can represent failing to recognize or seize a big opportunity you've been waiting on, being out of control, leading others to trouble, insincere, rude, self-obsessed, mindlessly focused, following the crowd. So there could be an energy of somebody kind of going on like autopilot, or just having that sort of personality. Let's get into your chimes. I didn't mention it in the beginning of the video, but there are twin flame and soulmate readings that I do as well. You would see that on the main menu, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure, for those of you who have certainty. Believe yourselves to be twin flames or soulmates. Okay. So I'm going to reach into my black bag. I've already done that, actually. I'm tossing the chimes around. I'm just going to come up with a few of them, toss them on the board, and see what messages we get. Okay. Woo, that's neat. All right. Songwriting. Some of you, there's reference to a song here. Somebody is writing a song, or could be writing a song. Could be you writing out your feelings into a song. Could be the other person doing it. Somebody might be a musician. This could also be like your song with a person. You know what I mean? Like a song just really resonates. You guys decide it's your song. Communication through that. Something important being said or communicated through music or within a song. Penguin may be a spirit guide that is trying to connect with you or the other person. It is falling on the part of the board with a bunch of phones symbolizing communication. Also, we have Spider doing the same thing. Spider is falling on the phone part of the board, but also on the grapes, which are a symbol of fertility and prosperity. So one of you may also have a spider spirit guide. Something could be communicated over Halloween to about, usually this would be talking about money, or receiving resources, giving or receiving of resources. But I also feel like it's talking about abundance. It's talking about, it could be talking about pregnancy and fertility in that way for some of you, but I think it's an energy of feeling grateful and recognizing what you have. It could also be talking about the duration of time around Halloween, Thanksgiving, something going on during that time. We have Bunny, so again, could be a spirit guide. Bunny, could also be a pet maybe for somebody or familiar. We have that bunny energy. Could even be a rabbit sign in Chinese astrology, one of you or both of you. We have the earplugs laying on the part of the board that says now is the time to start listening. And the bunny did that as well, along with falling on the part of the board that holds harvest and that holds a figure skater, which I think of as representing grace and art and beauty and skill. Okay. We have earplugs falling on the part of the board that says, now is the time to start listening. I do feel like this is about blocking out negative thinking, blocking out just sort of like garbage mental food, right? Negativity. Hopefully that makes sense, so I don't have to ramble too much on it. From the Yogi Tea tag. So this fell on the part of the board with the license plates, talking about travel or talking about somebody from another area. Could be talking about long distance relationships as well. Could be talking about your past self, something that's happened in the past when you were in another area or traveling, or it could be talking about something that's going to happen in the future when you're traveling or in another area. Okay. Could also, I'm not sure if I said it or not, but it could be somebody from another area, right? It says your strength is your own belief. Strength is your own belief. And then we have a message, a card. It says Bluebird of Happiness. This little bluebird is special, so cheery and merry too. He's here for just one reason, to bring happiness to you. Just keep him close or carry him. Enjoy each and every day. This little bluebird of happiness will bring smiles along the way. By A.S. Waldrop. And that fell over here. The part for harvest, the part for listening. Now is the time to start listening. I feel like you have a lot of spirit guides that are trying to communicate with you, possibly the both of you. You know, and Spirit is saying now is the time to start listening to them. Also, you know, this is talking about happiness coming to you. You know, somebody that just wants to make you happy. Somebody that wants you to be happy. Happiness is the end goal. And there will be happiness. You've earned it. You know, it's part of your harvest. It's come ready for you. It's time for it. Buddha, laughing Buddha on is like, it's so funny. The laughing Buddha is scuba diving around with these people. So laughing Buddha is falling on part of the board where there's two people scuba diving and they're both like at the bottom of the water. So to me, this talks about Scorpio season and the energy of Scorpio in general. But it also talks about shadow work. It talks about getting to the bottom of things. It talks about deeper understanding, clarity on an emotional level, on a spiritual and psychic level. It talks about the subconscious and the superconscious. It talks about deep connections. Okay. And I think that's so cool that the laughing Buddha came up the way he did. Like he was scuba diving with them. He's participating in them. You were moving out of shadows, misunderstandings, dark energy for those of you who are in it. Okay. Through laughter and love. You have to you have to love yourself as well. It's the first step there, sort of. But it's laughter and it's love of life. I do feel it in this connection as well. We have an angel wing over here, so there could be an air sign that has involvement in this too. Sure, you could have some other bird spirit guides. There could be a desire or travel involved in a situation. You could be flying somewhere, or they're flying somewhere. But this talks about angels too, honestly. And this time of year, I do feel like this is a message from your ancestors, departed loved ones, heaven, the heaven realm, the angels, talking about how they're still here for you. They're here for you. They're, your DNA and your subconscious and some of the shadow work stuff, they're very much involved. There's magic too. There's magic afoot. There's definitely magic being represented here, I feel. The wings and the Scorpio. Some of you may want to reflect and talk to your ancestors about your love life, about what you're desiring. as part of this, or they may be talking to you. You raise your vibration through love and laughter, and I do feel like somebody's coming into your life, or that you have, at the very least, you have the power to attract this to yourself. Love that you want, that elevates your spirit. You elevate together, I feel, and it's, your strength is your own belief. What is your belief? And it has the little composition notebook coming out here. It's like Spirit's saying, we don't care how you do it, talk to us. Like, put your truth onto paper, look at it honestly, like what is going on inside of you. We don't care how you do it. We don't care if you're shouting. We don't care if you leave it all in writing. We don't care if you put it into music. You can put it into music, it, however you want to do it, but it's important, and it's talking about your passions. Okay, I guess this is gonna wrap it up. I feel badly about leaving Bunny with such little explanation, but you have spirit guides to look up if you'd like. You can get additional readings if you like. I hope you're enjoying the event, if you're in the event, and that you enjoyed your reading. I appreciate thumbs up if you're seeing this on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. Take care. Be well. Namaste. Bye-bye.